that being said, we're talking about reflexology. How ticklish do you tend to be?
I'm not ticklish.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Zero. So you get pedicures, not ticklish at all?
No.
All right. Would you mind if you test it on camera? Is that cool?
Okay.
All right. Can you put your feet back up here?
Yeah.
And we're gonna go right to left. I'll start at the bottom. I'll go to the top,
Okay.
and then tell me where it's sensitive at. Which foot is most sensitive?
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, and not at all. You're dead serious.
Yeah.
Like not at all.
It's like a little bit at the bottom.
So like
there.
here, but not in the arch. Most people feel it in the arch, but not
Yeah.
at the top. Okay. Let's try your left.
I think my
Let's
left
see.
might be a little more.
1, 2, 3, and
Yeah, same place.
no, same place right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Not at the top. Okay.
But like not much.
I want you to try this for me, okay? Wiggle your toes and tell me if it's less. Less?
Yeah, less.
Less, you know why? Your foot's in motion. Your muscles are moving, so it can't pick up on that sensation, all right? Let's try your left. Do that. Less?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let me get you to do a couple exercises. This is to test dexterity. You have fluid motion, okay? Bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort from that.
No.
Easy to do?
It's a little difficult.
A little
'cause
difficult?
I don't think I've ever done
I bet
it.
you don't probably do those movements a lot, right?
No.
Okay, I got a tip for you when we're done, okay? Relax. Okay, spread your toes. Tell me if you feel any pain
I
or
can't
discomfort.
really do that.
Oh, you can't do it, yeah, because you don't do that one either,
A
right?
lot of people, I used to be able to when I did more yoga,
Ah.
but yeah, I always wondered how like the instructors could do it so easily.
Yeah, so I'm going to share a tip with you, okay? Now, wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel any pain, discomfort, cramping, anything like that. Easy to do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so the tip to that, you can put your feet down. So the tip that I'm going to give you, right? Take a golf ball or a tennis ball, right? In the morning, roll your foot across it. It'll loosen up those like muscles, those tendons that you have, and make it easier. And then practice some of those movements. Just kind of like doing that. Yeah, because the more you do it, right, the more like when you go in, you go to the gym and you exercise, right, the more you're working the muscle, the stronger you get at that. So like, that's what you need to do. Really do more flexibility. So in terms of like we talked about reflexology last time, and I think we talked about how ticklish you were, and I think you said you thought you were gonna be really ticklish, and then you had a story about being like tickled where you passed out one time. So in terms of that, how ticklish are you again? Like,
I am ticklish, but only really in my feet at the bottom.
okay.
But like I said last time, I can kind of like
Manage
control.
it?
I can manage it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because of my past traumas with being tickled.
It's like I ain't gonna let it get to me.
It's like I have a very high pain tolerance, so I
Okay.
can kind of like withstand the pain that it causes.
Okay.
You know,
All
the
right.
discomfort. So.
Do you mind if we test it again so we can check this out? Let's see.
Am I
All right.
supposed to like try to manage it or just relax?
I want you to first relax and just kind of see how it goes. Let me
Okay.
get you to point them up a little bit more yet. All right, we're gonna start at the right, bottom to top. Tell me where it's at, and then tell me which foot is most sensitive. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Right. And
Right. Yeah.
Right in the arch.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got there, okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Not really here.
Kind of, but worse in the middle.
And then not really
it-
at the top.
Yeah,
So
it's
right
like
in the arch.
arch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try the left. Tell me if that one is more sensitive and where it's most sensitive at. Okay.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. This one feels like it's more.
Yeah.
I think you started moving like right away, like right at the bottom,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Mhm.
Where is it at most? Is it right in the arch again?
Yeah, still mostly in the arch.
Okay. Now try that trick I showed you about wiggling your toes and then tell me if it's less. Is it
It
less?
is less. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And let's try it here. And it's less, right?
Yeah, it's definitely less.
All right, cool. Let's get you to do those exercises again that I showed you last time. First one, let me get you to bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, easy to do.
It's good.
Okay, relax. Spread your toes, easy to do.
Kind of easy for the
Okay.
outer ones. The middle ones don't.
They
Really
they don't really move. All right. Let's get you to wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Pain, discomfort, cramping, anything like that?
Yep.
Nothing? Pretty easy to do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Tell me, out of these different tools that I'm going to use, which one tends to be more sensitive for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's start with this one first.
Lord, okay.
All right. Let me get you actually come a little bit closer, about right there. Okay, and then feet out straight. Yep. Okay, and then let me just tilt down just a little bit. All right, cool.
And I'm relaxing. Not
Just relax,
managing.
just relax, just relax, and tell me where you feel it at most. You feel it anywhere?
I do, but mostly in the arch.
Mostly in the arch area, okay. All right.
It's not as
Is
bad
this
as it-
less? This is less than the finger.
This
Okay.
is less than the finger.
All right. Cool. And then even on your left is the most sensitive.
Yeah.
You don't really feel anything here. Okay.
I feel it more at the like top.
At the
Yeah.
tops right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's try this now. We'll see if this one is more. All right.
Good brush.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Is this one more? More or less?
More.
More,
Yeah,
okay.
at the
Where do you
top.
feel that? Right at the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try the left. Let's see. Is it more or less?
Less.
Less on your left. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
And this is your more sensitive side.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. All right. Let's try this one now. This one will be very interesting.
Okay.
Bringing out all the stops right now. I've had some people who are not very ticklish, so I was like, I got to find a way to see where we get that sensitivity at. All right. So tell me where, if you feel it at all.
Not really.
Not really with this one. Okay. What about here? Nothing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that you kind of like you got them done, so your feet were super sensitive. Maybe like once we started, but then tickle with my hand. Now we tickled you with a couple of different tools, and maybe like as we're going on, you're like not as much.
I think it's something about like the skin on skin, like the smoothness of your fingers,
Absolutely.
like when you're getting tickled.
Got it.
That does it in like the middle of my arch part for me.
Got it. You have no idea about it, right? So exactly. So with that being said, how ticklish do you tend to be?
Really?
Are we talking scale of 1 to 10? What are we talking?
Probably like a 7.
Okay. So when you go get pedicures, you really ticklish?
Yeah, I literally don't even look at it. Like I have
Really?
to, like you know that I don't even know how to explain it. You know when you get like really tense, like you can feel it in your neck.
Oh yeah.
I have to physically look.
Wow, look away from it. Okay.
I try to tell myself if I don't see it's not happening.
Okay. So now I have
Fully
a trick
happens.
for you. I have a trick for you that would be helpful. Do you mind if we test it on camera so I can show you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. All right. Let me get you extend your feet back out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them close together. All right, and then toes up, like kind of straight. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna start with the right. I'm gonna work my way from bottom to top. I want you to tell me where it's most sensitive at, and then tell me which foot is most sensitive. Okay. All right. So let's start from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and where do you feel it the most? Right when I got here? Okay, so you don't really feel it up here at the top or at the bottom?
Bad.
Right there.
It's
Okay.
the middle.
Now let's try the left. I want you to tell me if this one is worse. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and
Oh, it's not as bad.
Not
Here,
as
the
bad.
Top is worse.
the top over here is worse.
So weird.
Right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I want you to try this. I want you to wiggle your toes. Tell me if you feel a difference. Okay, wiggle here. Do you?
Oh, it's not as bad.
Yeah. So,
that's so
do you know why
weird.
that is?
No.
So two
Because
things,
your brain
right?
can't feel two different stimuli.
Yeah, so two different things. Like your brain has to like think to like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm doing this, right? But at the same time, your muscles are moving, so like can't pick up on that sensation.
That's so
so
funny.
when you go get your pedicures,
Just
like
wiggle
you start
your
to wiggle your toes a little
Because I
bit.
fully like do that.
Yeah. Just wiggle. Let's try it over here, okay?
That's so funny.
All right, wiggle. Less.
Yeah, it's way less.
All
That's
right.
so funny.
Here's what I want you to do. Okay, put your feet close together. We're gonna test some flexibility, dexterity. This is gonna test to see like how flexible you tend to be. Okay. All right. So what I want you to do first is bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort while you're doing it. Easy to do, hard to do. Easy. Okay, relax. Get you to spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. A little hard to do. Okay, I see
This
you
one's
getting
better
it.
than that one.
Yeah. I see you kind of getting it. Okay.
That's so weird.
Relax. All right, and let me get you to just wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, any cramping, anything like that. Easy?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's wrap it up then. So, first of all, let me give you some advice on some things you can do to like loosen up your feet. Take a tennis ball or golf ball, different parts. Yeah, that's how it works. So with that being said, we're in reflexology. We talk about sensitivity. How ticklish do you tend to be?
I'm pretty ticklish person.
All right, when you get pedicures, are you ticklish?
Yes, but I push through it.
You push through it?
Yeah, when
What
they
do
do
you
like,
have? What's your trick?
I don't know. I kind of just like try not to pay attention to it. I put on my music or I'm listening to something, kind of
Okay.
like ride through it, but that's
All
about
right,
it.
I have a trick for you.
What?
It's something that you can use like when you get your pedicures. Do you mind if you test it? Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. I have a tool to use, so that way I don't have to use my hand. I know some people feel uncomfortable with that, so let me just get it out real quick. Right. And see, I usually like to test both because like they usually have like a sensitive foot that's more sensitive, right?
Yes.
In this moment, would you mind if we tested both? Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Can you take the other one off so that way we can test that one too?
Yes.
And that way we can see like, because one is usually way more sensitive than the other.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always for everybody because like think about it this way, right? You have a dominant hand, a dominant foot, all these different things, and so depending on that, one's gonna be more sensitive. When you get you to flex your toes up like this. All right. I'm gonna start with the right one. I'm gonna work my way from bottom to top. You tell me where it's most sensitive at, and then which foot is most sensitive. Okay. All right. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3. All right. Where do you feel it at the most? Is it in the arch area, the top, bottom? Where do you feel it at?
It's pretty even right now.
Pretty even, so everywhere?
Yeah.
What's the sensitivity on a scale of 1 to 10?
I say like right now, I say it's like at a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try your left. I want you to tell me, is that one worse? Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Where do you feel it at on this one? Is it bottom, top, up here in this area?
Definitely more toward right there.
Right in this area, right in the arch area.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this one worse?
Yeah, it's more like at like an 8, almost 9.
This was an 8. Okay.
One.
Here's my trick for you, okay? I want you to wiggle your toes over here while I'm doing it. Wiggle. Do you feel it less?
Yeah, actually.
Do you know why?
Because the foot is distracted doing something else.
So yeah, so your mind. Think about your mind, right? So your mind is actively thinking like, okay, I need to do this, right? So now you're not focused on like the tickling happening, but at the same time, your muscles are moving. So they're in motion, so you can't feel it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's try your left. You said this one was more sensitive. Wiggle here. All right. Do you feel it less now?
Yeah.
All right. What did it go down to? Because you said at first it was a 7 here, it was an 8 here. What did this one go down to?
This one went down to probably like, I want to say like a 4.
A 4, and then this one over here?
And then this one went down to like probably about the same, like a 4.
About the same, a 4 too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better, right? So something that you can do is like when you go get your pedicures, like in those moments when you're doing the pumice stone or anything like that, that's ticklish, just wiggle your toes a little bit and you'll feel it less. Okay.
That's good to know. That's
All right.
good to know.
So now I'm gonna get you to do a couple exercises with your feet. And this is to test dexterity and flexibility in your feet. Okay. I want you to bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort in that moment. Easy to do, hard to do. Any discomfort, anything like that? Okay, relax. Let me get you spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Easy. You have a pretty good toe spread. Are you you're very like ambidextrous, I can see. All right. Let me get you the last thing. Wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. And I want you to tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, any cramping, anything like that. Here's some toe popping.
Yeah, that definitely happens.
All right. Keep going. Keep going. That's easy to do though. No discomfort. Nothing.
No.
Okay. When we get to reflexology, we usually talk about sensitivity. All right. How ticklish do you tend to be?
Really ticklish.
You get pedicures, are you really ticklish?
Yes.
Okay. I have a trick for you. Do you mind if we test it to see so I can give you that trick?
You're gonna tickle my feet?
Yeah. And then we're gonna give you the trick like in it. Like, is that okay?
I really don't like being tickled.
It's okay, but I'm gonna give you the trick. I'm gonna show you like how to like overcome it, especially when you get pedicures.
Yes.
If you want to find a way to like manage like when you go through it, I have a trick for you. I'm not joshing you either. I'm not just playing with you. Like, this is for real. Like, you go check some other videos. I do the same thing, like to make sure like women know about that. Would you mind? Is that okay?
Okay, it's okay.
Right, let me get you to put your feet back up here. All right. Now I'm gonna start with the right foot first, and I'm gonna do it from like bottom to top, and then I'm gonna go to the left foot. And you tell me where it's most sensitive at and which foot is most sensitive. Okay. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Where do you feel it? Right, so it's like right towards the bottom. Okay. Try to hold for 5 seconds if you can. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. So here, and the arch too, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much all over. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try the left. Tell me if this one is worse. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. This one's worse.
I think it's about the same.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to wiggle your toes while I'm doing it. Tell me if it's more or less. Wiggle here. Is that less?
I don't know.
Do you know why?
No.
So like, basically your mind is thinking about actively doing something else, right? So it's almost like a distraction, right? At the same time, your foot being in motion allows your muscles to move, so you can't pick up on the sensation. So when you get your pedicures, like if you're really ticklish when they do that scrubbing part, just give your toes a little wiggle and they'll help you out. Let's try the left. This was like kind of ticklish too. Wiggle here. Let's see if you feel it less. Is it less?
Yes.
So there you go. There's a trick. Now leave your feet there. We're gonna do a couple exercises. This is a test like flexibility, dexterity on your feet. Okay. Bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Is that easy to do? Hard to do?
Easy.
Easy, no pain, nothing. Relax. Spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Easy to do, hard to do.
Easy.
Easy. Relax. Lastly, wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, any cramping, anything like that. Pretty easy? Okay, cool. Love it.
Yeah.
So, like, when we enter reflexology, we usually talk about sensitivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
How ticklish do you tend to be?
I would say pretty moderate.
Pretty moderate, like in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
when you
yeah.
get pedicures, you never ticklish?
A little bit when they start like
The
scrubbing.
part,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Now I have a trick to help you out with that. Would you mind if we test it?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we test it? Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, put your feet up here.
Okay.
Stretch them out. All right, I'm gonna start with the right one. Okay, and I'm gonna start from bottom to top, and then we'll go with the left one. Okay, put your left one up here.
Okay.
All right. So let's try here. Tell me where it's sensitive at, and then which foot is most sensitive. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Where do you feel it at the most?
Like there? Yeah.
Like right
The
towards
top.
the middle and the top.
The middle and the top, yeah.
The middle and top. Let's try you off. Tell me if this one is more sensitive, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Is this one more or less? It seems less. Are you right-handed?
I'm lefty.
Oh, I'm always
It's
intrigued when I get
interesting.
like somebody who's the opposite and they feel it less. So
What?
that's interesting. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to wiggle your toes and you tell me if you feel it more. Wiggle. Is it less or more?
Less.
Do you know why?
Because I'm distracting.
You're distracted, but also because your muscles are moving, right?
Oh, okay.
So because they're moving, like it can't pick up on that sensation. So when you get your pedicures and like you're a little ticklish during those moments,
Yeah.
do a little wiggle and it'll feel less. All right? Try left. Tell me if it's less here too. Wiggle.
Okay.
Is that less?
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
Wow.
All right, so here you go. Leave your feet there.
Yeah.
A couple of exercises. It's going to be tested the
Okay.
dexterity and flexibility you have in your feet. Okay.
Okay.
Bend your toes over, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Easy to do, hard to do.
Easy to do.
Easy to do.
Easy
Okay.
to
Relax. All right, you spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Oh, you spread. That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Relax.
Okay.
Okay. And then let me get you to just wiggle your toes for 10 seconds. You tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, any cramping.
Okay.
Is that easy?
Yeah.
Pretty easy. Keep
Yeah.
going. No cramping, no discomfort,
No.
nothing like that.
None.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So with that being said, how ticklish do you ladies tend to be? Like in terms
I'm
of
pretty ticklish.
you go get pedicures, you ticklish?
Yeah, when they scrub the bottom of my feet, yes.
You too?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you mind if we test it on camera to see like what the sensitivity
Okay,
is?
okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get you guys to extend your feet out real quick. All right. I'm gonna start with you. You said you're very ticklish. Now I have a trick for you
Okay.
that you can use when you go. Okay. I'm gonna start from the right and go from bottom to top.
Okay.
Tell me where it's sensitive at, and then which foot is most sensitive. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. All right. Where? Right in the arch. Not so much. Oh, you feel it at the top too.
Yeah, the top.
Okay, but not at the bottom, really.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay.
In the arch and the top.
Arch in the top.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try the left.
All
Let's
right.
see if this one is worse. 1, 2, 3, and
Way less than
way
my
less.
right.
Okay. Are you right-handed?
Yes.
Right-handed. That's what it is. Okay.
Okay.
Now I want you to try this. Wiggle your toes while I'm doing it. Is it less?
Oh my god.
Less, right?
Yes.
You know why?
Why?
Two reasons, right? Your brain, right, is thinking about doing it, but also your muscles are moving. So like it can't pick up on the sensation. Let's try the left one, okay?
Yeah,
less, right?
way less.
All right.
Wow.
Let's try over here. Now you
Okay.
said you're not ticklish at all.
I mean, I'm ticklish, but not like aggressively.
not crazy.
ticklish,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Okay, so we're feel it, but not
I feel it, but not like a lot.
not as much.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try your left. Okay. All right.
I feel it a little bit more like
This
right
one is
there.
more?
Yes.
Okay. Wiggle your toes and let's see if it's less.
Yes.
Less?
Definitely.
Now, because I've had some people who have done this, right? And they're like,
No.
they feel it more.
Really? No.
So it's
I
always
feel it
odd when I
less.
get it when people
Yeah.
feel it
Get
more.
you
All right. So you weren't ticklish the last time, right? But I want to try something else this time, all right? You're not going to see me. Let's see if you're more ticklish this way. Let me get you to lay your feet down. All right. So we're going to tickle you a little bit. Let's see how this is, all right? Is it more ticklish or it's still not ticklish?
I feel a little bit ticklish.
A little bit more ticklish this way? Yeah. You know why, right? Because you can't see me. You can't see me, so it makes it a little bit more. All right, which one is more ticklish? Is it your right or your left?
My left.
Your left one, this one over here? Got it. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed, okay. Cool. All right. So I want to see what you're most ticklish with, right? So first time you're not ticklish with much, but we're going to try some different stuff out here. See what makes you the most ticklish, all right? Cool. All right. All right, what do you think? Which one do you think is the most ticklish? This one? This one? All right, this one.
How do you use the brush?
The brush. Okay, we'll save the brush for last then just because of that, okay? Cool. I'm going to come in a little bit closer here. I'm going to test this tickling motion out a little bit. Okay, let's start with the right one first. We're going to start from bottom to top, okay? 1, 2, 3. You feel that? Oh, really sensitive in here, huh? All right. Way more ticklish than the first time. Like, the first time you were like holding in there like, I'm not ticklish at all. This is more ticklish. What's the scale on this? Scale of 1 to 10.
Like 2?
That's a 2? You're moving though.
It feels. It's just the sensation of
Right,
like.
right in here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's try this one now, okay? Let's see here. All right. What about this one? Not as ticklish? You don't feel it as much?
I feel it
You feel it? What's the
But-
sensation there?
like something just scratching me.
I just feel something scratching me. It ain't nothing big. All right, cool. Let's try try this one now. See what we get here with this one. Now, what is that one like? This one's way more ticklish. Now, what are we talking?
Like an 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
So I think the trick is with you. You're ticklish more on the the softer side, like not more on the rough side.
Yeah.
Rough side doesn't really bother you. You're like you can feel that. All right, what are we saying here?
Yeah.
So
But
it's
same
saying-
thing, yeah.
I'm saying, but 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's it more ticklish at? Here in the middle,
Yeah.
towards the top.
Like in the middle, like right there.
Okay. All right. So we said the best for last because you said that brush is
Well,
gonna get.
I don't think so.
So let's see here. See what we got. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. And where are we feeling it the most?
In the middle.
Right in the
It
middle.
feels like what they do to you at the
Okay.
at the pedicure, like they scrub your feet.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
what is the scale on this one?
Like a 4.
Like a 4. Okay, let's try this one now. And what are you feeling over here with this one? It's the same.
Yeah, it's like mainly the middle.
Okay, mainly the middle.
Yeah.
So technically, this one was the most ticklish. All right, right up in there. All right, she felt everything. All right, cool. Lay him down again, like how you had him. Yep, like that. Now let's do this tickling thing again. Let's see here. What we got? Less ticklish, more ticklish.
A little bit less.
A little bit less. Okay, went down a little bit. Same here.
Yeah.
A little less. All right. She got wise to it now. She's like, I know it's coming. You can't trick me. All right. Get this way. Let me get you to cross like one to the other. There you go. All right. Then do the same thing the other way. Cool. All right, cool. Sensitivity, right? How ticklish do you tend to be?
I'm very sensitive.
So when you go get pedicures, are you really ticklish?
Yes.
Okay. I have a trick for you.
Okay.
Do you mind if we test it on camera? Is that okay?
I don't mind.
Okay. Extend your feet back out. How you have
Okay.
it? All right. So what I'm gonna do? Let me get you turned a little bit more this way. There we go. I'm gonna start with the right foot. I'm gonna work my way from bottom to top. Tell me where it's most sensitive and then which foot is most sensitive. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm
Sound
really
good?
laughing already.
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Where do you feel that? Right. So it's right in the arch area. What about at the top?
Not really.
Not so much. And you didn't feel anything really at the bottom, right?
No, it's more in the middle.
More in the middle. Okay. I'm gonna try the left now. I want you to tell me if this one is worse. Okay. One's
Okay.
usually more worse. Okay.
Is it?
1, 2, 3. All right. This one is less.
Yes.
So it's your right. Are you right-handed?
Yes.
Okay. Here's my trick for you. Okay. I want you to try this. Wiggle
Okay.
your toes. Do this. Do you feel it less?
Oh.
Is it less?
Oh. Okay.
Do you know why?
Wow.
So because like first of all, your mind's actively thinking about doing something, right? You're focusing on that, right?
Yeah.
But second of all, your muscles are moving. So it won't pick up on that sensation that it feels. All right. Let's try the left. Tell me if it's less here too. Wiggle.
Okay.
Wiggle here. Less? Don't feel anything, right? There it is. Free little tip right there.
That's awesome. I'm definitely doing that in my next pedicure.
Yeah, so when you get your pedicures, I'm always telling them that when you go out and get your pedicures, if you're like violently ticklish, man, give your toes a little wiggle, man. It'll like alleviate some of that for you. All right. We need you to do a couple exercises. This is going to test dexterity and flexibility.
Okay.
Actually, let me just put your feet up here because that way I can get a better angle because from right here, it seems like it is very hard for me to see those bars. All right. So here's what I'm going to get you to do first, okay? Bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing it. Is that easy to do, hard to do? Do you feel any pain, any cramping?
No.
Easy?
to do. Yeah.
Relax, okay? Spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Is that easy to do? You have a good spread. So
Thank you.
really good, okay? Relax now. Okay, lastly, wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, cramping, anything like that. Is that relatively easy? Not too hard?
I think this one's hurting a little bit.
This one's cramping. Where is it at?
My thumb right here.
Okay, I got a trick for you once we're done. Okay,
Okay.
Give me a little bit more. Tell me, is it still pretty actively right here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Got a trick for you. All right.
Let's find it out. Yeah,
Let's
I'm
find
a
out.
little.
A little ticklish? When you get pedicures, are you very ticklish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have a trick for you. Mind if we test it? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, cool. Let's test it out real quick. Let's see what we get here. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna start with the right foot, and then I'll work my way to the left foot. I'm gonna start from bottom to top. Just tell me like where you feel it at the most, and then which foot is most sensitive. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. So let's get it closer here. All right. So starting over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Where do you feel it at the most? Is it at the top, middle,
I think
bottom?
it's in the middle.
So it's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the level? Is it on a scale of 1 to 10? Is it?
So in my case, my feet were a little different,
Okay.
and when you do it too fast,
Uh-huh.
I don't feel too much.
You don't feel too much.
Yeah,
If I
it's
slow
like
down,
yeah,
it's more.
a little slower.
How does it feel when it's slower? What's the level? 1 out of 10.
Containing myself
Yeah.
could be 7.
A 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try your left. Tell me if this one is more sensitive. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Is this one? This one's
Yeah,
worse.
it's a little-
So this is your more. Are you left-handed?
No, actually.
You're right-handed.
Yeah.
Okay. So usually it's your more dominant hand. That's like that side is more sensitive. For some reason, it's the opposite with you. Okay. Here's my trick for you. Okay. Put your feet back close together. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I want you to do. Wiggle your toes while I'm doing it. Do this. Is it less? Do you feel it less when I'm doing it, or is it more? Is it more or less?
A little more than.
A little more.
A little more.
Interesting. Okay, let's try the left. Tell me if it's more here too. Wiggle. And this one is more too? Or is it less?
I think it's similar or.
It's similar. So it still feels the
similar
same.
or could be a little more.
A little more.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, because usually most people, the movement, because you're thinking about it and you're actually doing it, it should be less. But for some reason, in your case, it's more. I don't know why.
Okay,
That's
I'm a
interesting.
weird person.
It's okay. Don't worry
Everyone
about it.
knows me, and it's gonna be this video. It's gonna see this video. Yeah.
It's
I'm a
okay.
weird
It's
person.
okay. All right. So I'm gonna get you to do a couple exercises. And this is to test like the dexterity in your feet to see like if you have fluid motion. Okay. So hold on. Let me just put this down real quick. All right. So let me get you to first bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Is it easy to do or hard to do?
No, it's easy.
Easy. Relax. Okay. Next, spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Is that easy? It's a little harder over here, right? This side is a little easier to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Relax. Just wiggle your toes for like 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, cramping, anything like that. Easy, hard, easy.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Pretty
All right.
easy.
Let's wrap
Appeal.
up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So with that being said, we're in reflexology. How ticklish do you tend to be?
Like,
Ticklish. How ticklish are you? Like if somebody tickles you, are you really ticklish?
oh,
Yeah. Are you really ticklish?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I have a trick for you. Do you mind if we test it on camera? Is that okay? Is that cool?
Well, okay.
Okay. Can we get you to put your feet up here? All right.
Well, my feet, I don't think so.
All right. But put your feet up here. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. Put both of them. All right. All right. Let's go. Just push over a little bit. There we
Okay.
go. All right. So I'm gonna start with the right one. I'm gonna go from bottom to top.
Okay.
Tell me where it's most sensitive
Okay.
at and which one is most sensitive. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and nothing.
No.
You don't feel anything anywhere. Okay. All right. Let's try your left one. Tell me if that one's more sensitive. 1, 2, 3. All right. No.
No.
Nothing. All right. Where do you feel it at though? Like the most? Like if you could pick the area,
This one.
you feel it on this one the most.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to do something for me. Okay. Wiggle your toes. Tell me if it's more or less. Wiggle.
Like this?
Yep. Do you feel it more or less while you're doing that?
More.
More? Really? You hear it too? You feel it
No.
more? Less? Less?
Yeah.
So this one you feel it more when you're wiggling.
Yeah.
This one you feel it less.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, leave your feet there. I'm gonna get you to do a couple exercises, and this is to test like
Okay.
the flexibility and dexterity. Okay.
Okay.
Bend your toes. Make a fist. Tell me how if it's any pain or discomfort.
Like this?
Yeah. Is it easy to do? Hard to do? Easy or hard?
Well, it's hard.
Is it painful anywhere?
This one.
This one is painful. Where?
Yeah.
Where at?
Right here.
Oh, really? Okay. Relax. Relax. All right. Let me get you to spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing it. Spread. You feel any pain or discomfort while you're doing it?
No.
Is it easy to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Relax. Just wiggle your toes for 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing it. Easy to do?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's pretty much it. These different puzzles, we see how it's going. So let me ask you this, because when we get to reflexology, we always talk about sensitivity.
Yeah.
How ticklish do you tend to be?
Oh my god, super ticklish.
Okay, when you go get pedicures, are you really ticklish?
Yeah, if they go down here, yeah.
All right, now I have a trick for you. Do you
Uh-huh.
mind if we test it?
Oh,
I'd love
yeah.
to give you two. Okay. Extend your feet out, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use this tool that I have.
So do you know all this stuff about reflexology?
Yeah, so I am a kinesiology major. So I
Oh,
learned about
kinesiology.
reflexology like through
Yeah.
that. Like you start learning about like the different pressure points and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I ended up learning about it. Let me see, where is it?
I've heard of that, kinesiology.
Yeah, it's about the study of like the different muscle groups, how they work together.
Okay.
Like
That's good. I mean, I've had issues with my IT band running too much, but that's the only thing.
All right, so I want you to tell me, and let me get you to point your toes up straight. I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. Tell me where it's most sensitive at, and then we're gonna say which foot is most sensitive. Okay? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Where do you feel it at the most? Right when I got to the arms. What about at the top?
Yeah, no.
But right here
Yeah,
is
it's
the
like
worst.
that middle part.
All
That's
right.
exactly where they go in it.
Okay. Let's try this one. I want you to tell me if this one's worse, if it's less, or what. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is this one? Oh.
I think it might be worse.
Right away. Yeah, you felt it right away.
Yeah,
like soon as I
more,
got there.
it's more at
It's
the
more
bottom.
towards the bottom too. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to wiggle your toes. You tell me if it's more or if it's less.
Okay.
Why are you doing it? Is it more? Is it less?
It is less.
Do you know why?
Because I'm paying attention to my toes?
So yeah, so first of all, mentally, like you're thinking about, let me do this, right? Let me make this movement. But also your muscles are moving, so it can't pick up on the sensation of that. So when you get your pedicures, really ticklish, just wiggle your toes a little bit, it will alleviate it.
Yeah, nice.
Let's try the left. This was the more sensitive one.
Yeah.
Tell me if it's less.
It's a little less.
A little less, so not as bad
But
as it was
Yeah,
before.
not as bad.
Okay, there it is. All right, so that's my trick. Now let me get you to a couple exercises. This is to test like flexibility, dexterity in your feet. Okay. So point your toes up straight, put them close together. Put your feet close together. Yeah. All right. What I want you to do first: bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing that.
No.
Is that easy to do? Is it hard to do? Easy.
Well, it's easy. Yeah.
Okay. Relax. Okay. Spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing that.
No.
That's a little bit harder to do.
No.
Okay. Easy. Okay. Relax. Wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort while you're doing that.
No.
Is that easy, hard?
Easy.
Okay. No pain, no cramping?
Okay, no.
Okay. Sometimes people feel cramping after a little while, so I like
Really?
to just make sure.
Uh,
Pretty good?
yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now that we're talking about reflexology, we always ask about sensitivity. How ticklish do you tend to be?
It depends, like where I'm being like tickled.
So when you go get pedicures, are you ticklish at all?
Not so much anymore. When I
Okay.
was younger,
So
I
when you
used
were
to
younger,
be-
you felt it more.
Yeah,
Okay.
but now I'm just kind of like, oh, whatever. My armpits and like,
So when you get
Really?
pedicures, what would we say like the scale is on a scale of 1 out of 10? What do you think it is in terms of like your ticklishness?
it's like a 50-50. It's like a 5.
It's
like,
a 5.
Cause like sometimes it's depending on like how like either rough or like gentle they are.
I see. So
So if you're like scrubbing my foot with that scrubby thing, like super soft and nice,
stone, yeah,
yeah, like that's gonna tickle me. But if you're like getting in there, then I'm gonna be like, that feels
Okay.
kind of good. Like, can you do it a little harder, please?
All right. So let me ask you this: would you mind if we tested it? Because I want to give you some tips on like how to not be so ticklish in those moments.
Sure.
Is that cool?
Yeah, it's
All
gotta
right.
be quick though, 'cause I do that again.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Real quick. All right, cool. So let me get you to move your feet over just a bit. All right. And I'm gonna use a tool to do it with because that way we can see what that's like. All right. Cool. And this tool was actually created specifically for testing sensitivity of. So, all right. Cool. So let's start with your right foot. Tell me if you feel where you feel that the most and which foot is most sensitive. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You feel that?
Yeah.
All right, where do you feel it at the most?
Like, oh, like right there.
Right towards the top.
Yeah.
So not so much in the arch area, not at the
Kind
bottom,
of a little bit.
but more at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try your left. I want you to tell me if this one is worse, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Where do you feel it at? Oh, this one's your more sensitive foot. I can tell right away. Everywhere. So now what's the scale here and then what's the scale here?
That one,
This one is-
definitely probably like a 4.
4?
And this one's like a 7.
7. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Wiggle your toes. Tell me if you feel it more or less. Is it less or more?
Feel it loud.
Less. Do you know why?
Because I'm focusing on moving my toes.
That's one. Also, your muscles are moving, so it can't pick up on the sensation. So, like, when your muscles are in movement, can't pick up on that. So, if you go out, you get your pedicures. If you're like, kind of feel it, wiggle your toes a little bit. It'll help you out.
Okay.
Let's try the left one. Let's see here. All right. You feel it less?
Yeah, a lot.
Because it was
less.
way ticklish before, right?
Crazy.
A lot less?
Yeah.
Cool. There it is. All right. Sensitivity. How ticklish do you tend to be?
Not very ticklish.
Okay. You go get pedicures, you're not ticklish at all?
Oh, you know what? Yes. I'm ticklish on my feet and on my back, but
Okay. Would you mind if we test it on camera to see? Because I have a trick for you, too, when you go get your pedicures.
okay.
Okay, cool. Let me get you flex your feet back up like this. How you had them before? Flex them up. Okay, we're gonna start with the right one first. Tell me where it's most sensitive at, and then I want to know which foot is most sensitive. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, and where do you feel it at the most? It felt like you started
Right there,
moving
right
like right when I got there. Nothing here. Nothing at the bottom,
Right
but like
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try the left. Tell me if this one is more. All right. Not as much. I can tell, right? Not as much. All right. Here's what I want you to do. Wiggle your toes. Tell me if you feel it more or less. Wiggle. Is it less? You know why? So first of all, you're actively thinking about moving your feet, right?
Yeah.
So your mind's on that, but also your muscles are moving, so it can't pick up on the sensation. So that's a trick when you go get your toes done. If you just wiggle your toes a little bit, it'll alleviate that tension. All right, let's try it here. Wiggle here. All right, less.
I used to think,
Less.
I used to think that flexing would help, but I think it makes it worse.
It's that. Okay, so I'm gonna get you to do a couple exercises. This is gonna be test flexibility and dexterity in your feet. Okay, bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort when you're doing that. Is it easy to do? Hard to do?
It's easy.
Easy.
Discomfort.
Okay, where's it at?
Big toe.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, relax. All right, let me get you spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort from that. Easy to do? Okay, relax. Last thing, wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Easy or hard? Easy? Okay, there it is. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is a sensitivity test. Do you mind if we do that?
A sensitivity test.
Yeah.
I'm not sensitive. Okay.
You don't have ticklish feet?
No.
When you go get pedicures, never ticklish.
Sometimes when they do
Sometimes.
the scrubber thing, but
Okay.
like I, it's a mental thing too.
I see. Do you mind if we test it? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start with my hand first, and then I'm gonna make my way. I actually have a tool that was made specifically for testing sensitivity, okay? So I want you to tell me what the difference is between what we use, okay?
Okay.
Cool. All right. So let's start with the right foot first. Let's start from bottom to top. Tell me where it's most sensitive at, and then which foot is most sensitive, okay?
Okay.
Cool. 1, 2, 3. And where do you feel it at most?
The middle.
Middle? So you're right in your arch area. Okay.
Yeah.
So not so much at the top, but right there. That's where you feel it. Let's try the left. Tell me if this is worse, okay? 1, 2, 3, and not as much
Not
over
as
here.
much.
So you're right. Are you right-handed?
Yes.
Dominant hand. Yeah. I do find every now and then we have some people where it's like the opposite side, and those people are anomalies. Okay, they're completely different. But like for the most part, it should be your most dominant foot that's most
Yes.
different. Okay. So let's try with this tool real quick.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll see what the difference is in the sensitivity, because there's usually a little bit of a difference. Let's see. I felt it right now. All right, here we go. All right. So we're gonna try this. I want you to tell me where it's most sensitive at. Okay, with this, if this one is more sensitive than my hand, do you feel this one more or less when I'm doing this? I can tell you're moving a little bit right here,
Yeah.
but not so much in the toes areas. You don't feel anything. Still in that arch area.
Yeah.
Okay, less. All right, let's try this one. Still less. A little bit of movement here in the middle.
But it's less.
It's less. What was the rate in terms of like when I was using my hand compared to like when I just used that tool right there? What's the difference from a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm not good at these questions.
So like when I used my hand first on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think the sensitivity was?
Oh, 10 being like this most sensitive.
10 being the most sensitive.
Okay. 3.
3? Okay. When I used the tool, what was the difference? You think it went down to like maybe a 2 or 1?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now there is a trick to be less ticklish, okay? What you do is you wiggle your toes. And let's test it real quick. Wiggle your toes here, okay? Tell me if you feel it less. Feel it less?
Yes.
You know why?
So distracted what?
So it's part of that. So it's part of your mind's thinking about actively doing something else,
Yeah.
right? And then at the same time, your foot is moving in motion, so your muscles, it won't allow you to pick up the sensation. Now there's a couple people I've met, rare, like I said, anomalies once again, where they move and they feel it more, as opposed to like feeling it less.
Okay.
You should feel it less. But that being said, right, when we enter reflexology, I always ask about sensitivity. How ticklish do you tend to be?
It's sensitive how tickleology.
Ticklish. Are you like ticklish?
No, when I do pedicure, I can sometimes feel ticklish.
So you get pedicures, you're ticklish? Now I have a trick for you that can be helpful for you when you get pedicures. Do you mind if we test it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so let me get you, put your feet back out like this. All right.
But how is my feet? You like it?
Your feet are nice.
I could be a girlfriend.
Your feet are very nice. They're very.
I mean, I don't mind your girlfriend, but
no, your feet are very nice. They're really. I see that you have a little bit of an arch there. Your toes go in alignment, but not like crooked or anything like that.
But
so
I'm a dancer, so my feet lots of time being like that. You know.
Yeah, but they're fine. I
So
like
it's
them.
normal.
I like them. All right, so let's start with the right one.
That
I want
one.
you to tell me where it's sensitive at, and then tell me which foot is most sensitive. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
All right. Where do you feel it at most when I'm doing this? Do you feel it? Is it in the arch? Is it at the bottom? Is it at the top?
Go. Okay, here. Right here.
Right here. So you
Yeah.
feel it mostly here. Okay. Let's try your left. Tell me if
Yeah.
this one is more sensitive, okay? Do you feel it? Where you feel this one at?
Maybe here.
Oh, right here towards the bottom.
Something
That's where you feel
yeah.
that at.
Yeah, there. Like
Now,
here.
here's what I want you to do, okay? Wiggle your toes while I'm doing it. Just do like this with your toes. Do you feel it less or more?
Less.
Less? Do you know why?
No.
So because first of all, your mind is actively thinking about doing something else, right? So it's like a distraction. But also your muscles, they're moving, so it can't pick up on the sensation, right?
Makes
so that's a
sense.
trick for you. When you get pedicures, if you're a little ticklish, just wiggle your toes a little bit.
Yeah, that's when they do this scrubbing.
Yeah, just wiggle your toes a little bit.
Okay,
It'll help you out.
thank you.
Try your left. Let's try the left. Wiggle your toes here. All right.
Okay.
Wiggle. Do this. Is it less or more? Less still? Yeah?
Maybe not. Now more.
This one's more. Really? Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
Really? That's interesting. Okay. Usually it's the right foot
But
that's
maybe
more
because
sensitive.
now I'm thinking quite ticklishness. It's maths were not good, but it's how I feel.
Interesting. Okay. Let me get you to do a couple exercises. This is going to be to test the flexibility and dexterity of your feet. And you're a dancer, so maybe this is going to be a little easy for you to do, okay? So let me just set this up real
Before
quick.
I was a dancer.
Oh, before you was a dancer. Well, you never really lose how to do it, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So let me get you bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort.
Like this?
Yeah, with your toes. With your toes.
Uh-huh.
Bend your toes over.
Bend my toes.
Your toes, like bend them over.
Okay.
Here, let me show you. I'll show you. Hold on.
Like this?
No, like bend them this way. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but keep them straight. Keep them straight like this, and then just bend. Just
towards.
there you
Oh,
go.
sorry. Thank you.
All right. Do you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing that?
No.
Is it easy to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Relax. Relax your feet. Spread your toes. Is it easy? That's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
I see right here. Okay. Relax. Okay. Wiggle your toes for like 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing it. Is that easy to do?
Yeah.
Is it a little hard? I hear your toes popping.
Yeah. But I'm on heel every time. I'm a girl who works high heels.
Got it.
So everything is good about it. I feel good.
Let's do a sensitivity test real quick. Okay. Now, last time you were really ticklish, right?
Yeah.
We're going to try with the same tool we did last time, but also some different ones to see how this feeling is. What are you thinking?
People
Really
are
bad?
passing by. Oh, people are passing by.
You were worried about that last time. There are people
Yeah.
passing by. Uh-oh.
And there's a gentleman doing calisthenics.
I don't think he's worried about you at all. He's like worried about getting that work in. All right, so we're going to go back to this again.
Good.
Cool. Now, we're going to test this out to see what the difference is. All right, get that out. Here we go. All right. Now, if I remember correctly, you said it was towards the top and the bottom on the right foot. Over here, it was a little bit different. All right, test this out. You just went and got this pedicure, so it might be a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah.
A little bit more sensitive?
Yeah.
Where are you feeling it at the most? Is it back up at that top again?
Yeah.
What about at the bottom?
Now the top.
The top is more. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try the left. Let's see. This one was the worst one last time.
Yeah.
Where it felt right there?
Right there.
Does it feel more sensitive than what it was on the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's the level now?
Like a 7.
7? What's this one?
This is a 7. This is a 6.
This one's a 7. This is a 6. Okay. All right. Cool. We're going to wrap here for a minute, and then we're going to do some more. Now,
Okay.
cool. So, I've got this right here.
A peine.
Let's see how this feels. Okay. All right. Let's start from the top. All right. Is this one more?
Yeah.
What's the level on this one?
A 7.
And you feel it right at the top.
Yeah, at the top.
What's the level?
7.
7. Okay. What about here? Oh, right away.
8.
This is the 8. Okay.
9.
Where you feel it at most? Right at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's try this one now. See what we get.
A toothbrush. I'm a
That's
dental
right.
assistant. I always recommend them.
Where do you feel it? Do you feel anything here on this one?
Yeah.
Now, is this more of a massage for you? Does it feel
A little bit massage.
Okay, so it doesn't really feel too ticklish. What about over here?
Yeah. Like 8.
This one's like an 8. So it's interesting because on that foot you feel more like a massage, and this side you actually feel like it's more ticklish on this one. That's your absolute sensitive one. Have you tried any of those tips that I gave you in terms of like stretching your feet out in the morning, like doing those different movements and stuff? You've been doing any of those?
Yeah.
How's it been helping?
It's good. I had leg days today.
Okay.
So it helped.
Nice.
Brown.
Nice. Yeah, you got to keep doing these different movements right here. It's gonna be really helpful. All right, cool. Let's get you back on your stomach again. I know I got you switching. Get for it.
Okay.
We gotta get some different angles here. All right. All right. go ahead and go feet up. What I'm gonna get you to do is kind of hang your feet over this way a little bit though. Yeah, but bring them back up. Like bring them all the way up and then hang them this way. Here, let me kind of adjust you a little bit.
I'm confused.
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, kind of like hang this way like this and then kind of bring this one here. There we go. Cool. All right. All right.
Are these pictures?
Huh?
Are these pictures or videos?
Video and pictures. All right. Bring them back up straight. Point this way. You're trying to figure out if you should smile or what?
Yeah,
do I smile? What do I do?
I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah, do whatever feels natural though, man.
Enjoying nature.
That's right. That's right.
Gonna go to San Diego in a bit.
There it is. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna go round back. Lay your feet down flat. Okay. And we are going to try this tickling for me. Would you mind if I do it with my hands? Is that okay? Huh? It's fine. Are you sure? If you're not, I'll get my tool. Yeah. You rather give me get my tool?
That's cool.
You sure? Okay. I'm gonna try your right one first. Tell me how it feels, okay? And then we go to the left, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right. Where you feel it at most?
The top.
Right at the top. Wait, you saying here or here?
The bottom.
Okay, right here. Okay, cool. Let's try this one over here. Is this one worse? 1, 2, 3. This one's worse?
Yeah.
What's the level?
7.
7? Okay. All right. Let me get you to lift your feet up. Kind of bring them back just a little bit. Bring them down just a little. No, bring them down towards me just a little bit more. Right. Oh, right there. Here, I'll just. Okay. Right there. There we go. Okay. Let me get you scrunch your toes. There you go. Right in the center. Okay. Let me get you spread. That one's a little harder for you to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only my toe moves.
So in terms of that, when we get to this portion of the interview, I usually ask you about sensitivity.
Okay.
How ticklish do you tend to be?
Very ticklish.
Okay, when you get pedicures, are you ticklish?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a trick for you. Would you mind if we tried it to test it out?
What is it?
Okay, I'm gonna show you. I need to test to see, like, first of all, is it sensitive? And then first of all, I'll give you that trick to like test it out. Is that okay?
Yeah. Wait, what are you gonna do?
Just tickle you real quick and then we'll see how it is,
Man,
okay?
what is going-
Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Okay, put your feet down, your legs down flat. Your legs down flat and then stretch your feet out. Put your legs, there you go. And then toes up, like this. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna start at the right. I'll work my way from bottom to top.
Oh my god.
Tell me, and don't worry about laughing, you can laugh if you want. I'm working my way from bottom to top and tell me which foot is most sensitive, okay? All right, here we go.
Oh my god, I'm gonna sweat.
1, 2, 3, okay? Where do you feel it at most? Where do you feel it at most? Try to hold for 5 seconds, okay?
Oh,
if you
sorry.
can. No, you good. You can move if you want, but just try to hold in there for 5 seconds, okay? Tell me where it's most sensitive at, okay? Is it here in the arch, towards the top?
Oh, yeah.
Towards the top?
Towards the top and the arch.
Top and the arch. Okay, now tell me if your left foot is more sensitive, okay? 1, 2, 3, and where do you feel it at the most?
It's the same.
Same. Do they feel the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Wiggle your toes. Tell me if you feel it more or less. Less?
Less.
Do you know why?
No.
So first of all, your mind's actively thinking about like doing something, right? So it's like a distraction, right? Second of all, your muscles are moving, so it can't pick up on the sensation. So there you go. When you go get pedicures, if you're somebody who's like violently ticklish, with like do the pumice stone or whatever, give your toes a little wiggle to help you out.
Okay.
Let's try the left. Tell me if it's the same thing. Wiggle. Less?
Yeah.
There you go. So let me get you to do a couple exercises, and this is going to be test dexterity, flexibility, okay?
Okay.
So let me first get you to bend your toes over, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing that. Is it easy to do, hard to do? Do you feel any pain?
Like a little bit.
A little pain? Where do you feel pain at?
Like my pinky toes.
Your pinky toes feel like, okay. Do you do any type of stretches or anything for your feet?
No.
Okay. I got a trick for you that you can use to help you out. Let me get you to spread your toes and tell me if you feel pain or discomfort from that. Is that hard to do? It looks like it's kind of hard towards the end, right? Okay. Relax. Let me get you wiggle your toes for 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, cramping, anything like that. Just wiggle. Easy to do, hard to do?
Easy.
So this one's the easiest one to do, okay? So here's a trick for you, okay? And you can feel free to just kind of relax a minute. Okay, put your feet back out real quick.
Okay.
And then just tell me which one is more sensitive in terms of what I'm going to use, okay?
All right.
All right. Put your feet out straight. So this was actually created by somebody to test sensitivity, okay? So we're gonna start with right, kind of like put your feet out this way a little bit more. Yeah, okay. We're gonna start with the right one. Tell me where it's most sensitive at, okay? Where do you feel it at the most? Do you feel this one less than like when my finger was on it? I feel like you feel it less.
Yeah.
What is the scale with this one?
Like on ticklish scale?
No, just like scale of 1 out of 10. What's the scale?
Like of how ticklish
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
3.
So when I did my hand, what was that?
Like a 5.
So I feel like you're more ticklish on the like lighter side as opposed to like the more hard side, right? Would that be correct?
The what lighter side?
So like if something is more smooth, you're more ticklish that way as opposed to something that's rough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this last one and then we'll see how you feel about this one. All right. Cool.
Oh my god.
Let's see how you feel, all right?
This isn't used, right? Okay, yeah.
This one's more. What's the scale on this one?
Sorry, I need to get my...
You good. What's the scale on this one?
Like 7.
Is this more than what my finger was?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for like going through the process. I know it's not hard. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, okay?
Yeah, no
Have
problem.
a great one.
Take care.
All right, let's do this. Okay, let's see what we get here. All right, I'm going to start with
The brush.
Let's see what we get here. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. And nothing here. What does it feel like?
It more so tickle like in the middle, like
So,
up, like
right.
Yeah, but it's still like not.
It's
that
tolerable.
bad. It's tolerable.
It's tolerable.
Yeah.
All right. I don't remember if your right or your left was the more sensitive one. It's the left one, right? Is this one more sensitive than the other one was?
No, I think the right one was.
The right one was more sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, let's try this one. See what we get here. All right, what are we feeling here with this one? Less sensitive, more sensitive?
Less sensitive.
Don't feel it as much?
I can feel it, but it's not. It doesn't tickle.
Doesn't tickle. Okay. So is this one less than the brush?
Yeah.
Less than the brush.
Less than the brush.
All right, that. And this one is less too, right? Because you said your right one was more ticklish, right?
Yeah.
All right. This is probably gonna be the one.
Let's see.
I think this was the one last time, right?
It tickles more
It tickles more.
than the brush.
What is the scale on this one? Like, if you could give it a number compared
in certain
to
places, so like closer to like the toes, I guess. Yeah,
like
in
in
there.
here,
Yeah, that's like
a little bit more ticklish.
Yeah, like a 6 maybe.
But not in here. What, like a 5, maybe a 4?
It's just I feel it, you know.
You feel it, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tolerable.
Yeah,
Still
but
sit there.
it's ticklish around the toes.
When you ain't got your pedicure, how ticklish was it?
Yeah. It didn't tickle this time. I
Really?
don't know. Yeah. I was expecting it to, because she got the thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't tickle this time. I was like, oh, okay. I've had it tickle worse. I don't know if it's like my feet have to be a certain way for them to be more ticklish.
It could be, man. Maybe because when was the last time you had a pedicure before you went here?
It's been a minute, maybe like a month.
A month?
Maybe because it's been a while since we did ours, and I went in between there.
You know what somebody else told me too? They were like, maybe the weather causes it to change too. Like if it's hotter, maybe you feel it less.
Oh yeah,
if it's
no.
colder, maybe you feel it more.
Yeah, I definitely think I would feel it more if I was colder, because my feet.
They'll be super
They're more
sensitive.
sensitive, yeah.
Got it.
Because then there'll be like the warmth to it too of your hands that'll like.
Absolutely. All right. Let me get you to lay your feet down flat. Yep. And then. All right. So let's try tickling from this angle. I'm just gonna use my hand, okay? All right. Tell me where it's most sensitive at, because I think my hand was more sensitive the last time, right?
Yeah.
Is that way more ticklish?
In the middle, it's still like the same as the toothbrush.
Same as the toothbrush.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this one.
But just in a different spot.
Your right's more ticklish, right?
Yeah.
Where do you feel it the most? In the middle again?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right, let me get you to lift your legs up just a bit. Bring them back a little bit towards me. Yeah, right there. And then let me just get you to bend your toes like that. Cool. And then put them close together. Put your feet close together. There you go. I'm right in the sunlight. There we go. I think I like the color of your feet, right? Because I think lay them down. Like you have like your like kind of like a tan, right? And I think that white really makes it kind of like pop a little bit more. That little French pedicure that you got.
Yeah.
And you say you just got white recently,
Yeah.
but everybody's playing white out now. Yeah.
And so then once it's dirty, the gel, you can't get it off.
Exactly.
So then it's like dingy, and then you gotta get it like touched up more often, you know?
Let me get you to wiggle your toes like that. Just keep them down flat. Yeah, just wiggle. Okay. All right. And now let me get you to scrunch. Any of those hard to do like that? Easy? Okay. All right. Let me get you to cross one over the other. Like that. Here we go. Pull. I'm like right in this one. Okay. And scrunch your toes like that. There you go. And then wiggle. It's harder to do like this though, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah. A little bit harder. Okay, cool. And then cross the other way. All right. Cool. And then put them back side by side.